Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Analyzing Aviation. So hey guys, how's you doing? I'm hoping that your day is going absolutely fantastic. Today we are with a new video, and in this video we're gonna see the top 20 questions asked by the people about the airplane and about the aviation. So let's get started. And yes, before starting the video, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please share it with your friends and family. So the first question is, uh, I have registered in which all the questions were written down. So the first question is how airplane fly. So basically when the airplane starts moving, then the air starts moving from the wings at very fast rate. So when the air moves faster, then the pressure of the air decreases. So the pressure on the top of the wing decreases and the pressure on the bottom of the wing increases. This leads the difference in the pressure leads to lift of the wings from the ground. And vice versa in the case of at the time of landing, the pressure on the top of the wing increases and the pressure on the bottom of the wing decreases, which leads to descent of the plane at the time of landing. So the next question is how the airplanes turn or change direction. If you have taken window side, then you have probably seen in the end of the wings then some kind of flaps or some kind of movement were there when the plane is turning in the left direction or right direction. That things are called ailerons. So basically ailerons helps the aircraft to turn in either directions, left or right. So if the aircraft wants to turn in the left direction, then the left wing aileron will go upwards and the right side wings aileron will move downwards. This will create a left hand turn, and same with the if the aircraft wants to turn in the right hand side, then right hand wing aileron will move upwards and the left hand wings aileron will move downwards, and this will lead to turn in the right hand side. So then next question is, which airplane seat is best safety wise and comfort wise? For example, if you take a pencil and you move it from the front of the pencil, then you will probably see then the end portion of the pencil is moving quite a lot than the forward part of the pencil. The same is applied in the aircraft as well. If the plane is in the turbulence, then the front part of the aircraft will not move that much. But if you have taken the seat in the back of the aircraft, then that part of the aircraft will experience a lot of turbulence. So if you want to have comfortable seats, then you can prefer the front seats of the aircraft. And if you have taken business class or first class in the probably in the Vistara Airlines or in Emirates like airlines, then you have probably noticed that these types of seats are in the front of the aircraft, giving a extra comfort and less turbulence will be experienced by the passengers. And this is all it about if you want to take a comfortable seat. Now the second part is seat according to safety wise. Now if you have did an experiment, if you drop a glass bottle from a certain height, then the glass bottle will break but the cone portion will not break. So why did it didn't break? This is because the corner part is much stronger than the rest of the body. If you can see in this example also, the cone part of the bottle is very hard to press, but the other part is very easy to press. Same with the aircraft. The rear part of the aircraft is in the cone shape. The rear part of the aircraft is much stronger than that of the front of the aircraft. Now The seats in the back of the aircraft are much more safer according to some studies than the seats in the front of the aircraft. And according to FAA, there is no safe seat in the aircraft, and according to Boeing and Airbus, which are very big manufacturer of the aircrafts, also says that there is no safe seats in the aircraft. Now it doesn't mean that aviation is very risky mode of transport, but देयर इज़ नो सेफेस्ट सीट. मतलब आप अगर चाह रहे हो कि आपको सेफ सीट मिल जाएगी और आप पीछे जाके बैठ जाओ, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बच जाओगे. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दी type of accident, the type of emergency at that time, and the type of aircraft you were in. Studies have shown that if you have 3-3 configuration, then if you are in the middle seats and you are in the back of the seats, that you are much more safer and the chances of survivals are very high. The next question is, which is the biggest aircraft, passenger wise, cargo wise, and of military aircrafts? Then सबसे जो बड़ा passenger aircraft है is Airbus 380, and after that is Boeing 747. And you can check out my video about the types of aircraft if you are curious which type of aircrafts are in the aviation. So link will be in the description. Now the biggest cargo plane in the world was Antonov AN-225 Maria, but it was destroyed in the Ukraine-Russia war. Now the second most biggest aircraft which is in the world is Boeing 747-800 freighter. Now, if you are curious about what are freighter aircrafts, then freighter aircrafts are those aircraft which were passenger aircrafts but now are converted into transport or cargo aircrafts. And the next is the military aircraft. Biggest military aircraft is C5M Super Galaxy. So the next question is, where is the airplane fuel stored? Now in big commercial aircrafts, the fuel is stored in the wings of the aircraft. Yes, it is right. बहुत सारे planes, in fact जो भी हमारे घर के ऊपर से भी उड़ रहे हैं, they have fuel in their in the wings of the aircraft. And in the aircrafts like in Airbus 320, then fuel tank are also in the fuselage of the aircraft. Airplane wheels are powered. So the answer is no, airplane wheels are not powered. So the next question is, why airplane wings are flexible? Airplane wings are flexible because it is very important for the wings to move by some degrees. Don't get scared, the wings will not fall off in the middle of the flight. So they are very strongly made and tested by the manufacturers of the aircraft, and it wouldn't break off. The next question is, are airplane windows bulletproof? No, they are built to withstand the pressure, not for bullets. तो मतलब अगर कोई गोली चला रहा हो, कि पता नहीं किसी ने एक्सपेरिमेंट शायद किया हो, तो अगर गोली चला रहा हो तो शीशा टूट सकता है. When airplane was first invented? The airplane was first invented around December 1903. Can airplane land on water? Yes, airplane can land on water, and this process is called ditching. Ditching is the emergency situation where the airplane has to land on the water if the pilot doesn't find any suitable area to land. The next question is, can airplane go reverse? So the answer is technically yes, the plane can go reverse, but the pilots don't use reversers to back the aircraft from the parking lot, from the parking. So they are there, but the main use of reversers in the aircraft is to decelerate the aircraft when at the time of landing or at the time of rejected takeoff. Airplane is made up of. Airplanes are usually made up of aluminium. ज़्यादातर एल्यूमिनियम से ही होते हैं, लेकिन there are some aircraft coming up which are made up of carbon fiber. For example, Airbus A350. So the next question is, does airplane have keys? So the answer is yes, but in the aircraft which are used for the pilot training, they still have keys. Aircrafts like Cessna 172, Cessna 152 still have keys, but if you are talking about the commercial aircraft which are flying in the sky with a huge passengers, then they don't have keys. So the next question is, does airplane have parachutes? So the answer is no, airplanes don't have parachutes. There are 3 to 4 factors why airplanes don't have parachutes. The first factor is that the people can't operate parachutes. मतलब हमें अगर parachutes मिल जाए और हमें कूदा दे ऊपर से कि जाओ पैराशूट खोलो और जिंदा बच जाओ, तो नहीं हो सकता है. वी डोंट नो हाउ टू ऑपरेट पैराशूट्स, और अगर हमें कुदा भी दे तो हम मर के ही वापस आएंगे. द सेकेंड फैक्टर इज दैट कि इट विल कॉस्ट द एयरलाइन अ लॉट. हर एयरक्राफ्ट में हर पैसेंजर्स के लिए अगर वो पैराशूट्स रखने लग गए तो इट विल कॉस्ट द एयरलाइन. द थर्ड फैक्टर इज दैट इट विल मेक द एयरक्राफ्ट हैवियर. मोर द हैवी एयरक्राफ्ट, more will be the fuel consumption and more cost will be for the airlines to operate that particular or to operate the aircrafts. तो cost बढ़ती चली जाएगी. तो that's why also airlines don't have parachutes in their aircrafts. The next question is, why airplanes not sound in night? So basically every airline and every pilot follows NADP procedure. NADP procedure stands for Noise Abundant and Departure Procedure. According to NADP procedure, it says that this procedure involves a power reduction at or below the prescribed minimum altitude and delaying flaps and slats reduction until the prescribed maximum altitude is attained. So basically, for example, the prescribed altitude is 3000 feet. Then pilots have to attain 3000 feet as quickly as possible in a controlled manner. मतलब ये नहीं है कि एकदम ऐसे रॉकेट की तरह ऊपर ले गया. तो in a controlled manner, the pilots have to take the aircraft above 3000 feet, and after that they can continue normally to their cruising altitude, which can be flight level 320, flight level 380, 390, 40. So flight cruise altitude can be different for different flights, but after 3000 feet they can normally cruise to their cruising altitude. Now why it is important, and there is also stated that there should be power reduction. मतलब power जब take off होता है normally in the day, the pilots put the aircraft throttles to toga. Toga is the area or is this setting where the aircraft gives 110% of power to the aircraft to take off, and this setting is also applied when the aircraft is going around if it has to. So this is a setting where the aircraft engines give 110% of power. So अगर 110% पावर होगी तो ज़्यादा आवाज़ आएगी, इसलिए pilots don't use full power, they use 80% or 70% of the power of the engines to climb that aircraft. इस वजह से फ्लाइट जब रात को उड़ती है तो ज़्यादा आवाज़ नहीं आती. At the time of landing they follow the route given by the ATC where the population is very less. जहाँ पे population सबसे कम होती है वहाँ से aircraft आता है. And the aircraft if the airport is around sea, then mostly the aircraft will land through the sea route. In the areas in the San Francisco airport or in the airport of Tokyo, then at night aircrafts follow the sea route to land. The next question is, how much fuel does Boeing 747 uses? So aircrafts use a lot of fuel. Any guesses? If you can guess right, you can comment down below. How much fuel does the Boeing 737 can use per second or per minute or per hour? Comment down below. So the answer is 4 liters per second or 240 liters per minute, or you can say 14,400 liters per hour. So airplanes uses a lot of. Next question is, can an ordinary man or ordinary person can land a plane? So the answer is no. You have to follow a lot of procedure to land an aircraft, and there are a hell of a lot of switches in the aircraft, in the cockpit. So there are checklists which pilot follows, but besides the checklist, pilots have to input a lot of data in the MCDU or in the FMCG. MCDU stands for Multi-Purpose Control and Display Unit. FMCG stands for Flight Management and Guidance Computer. So the next question is, which is the most expensive airplane in the world? So the answer is B-2 Spirit, owned by US Air Force. The next question is, does pilot are allowed to sleep in the flight? So the answer is yes, the pilots are allowed to sleep in the night, sleep in the flight. These is called controlled rest. Controlled rest, for that this procedure, there can be 3 to 4 or more pilot cockpit crews or pilots in that particular flight. Usually it happens when the flight is more than of 8 hours to 10 hours. If you are traveling from Delhi to Delhi to San Francisco or Delhi to New York, then mostly there is controlled rest and there are 3 to 4 pilots in the cockpit. So the captain of the flight can decide according to the duration of the flight how much controlled rest would each pilot will get, and can vary in different flight, and in every flight the control rest is different. So the next question is, why airplane windows are round? Airplane windows are round because the pressure on the windows can equally be distributed. इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होना प्रेशर क्यों ज़रूरी है? आपने अगर मूवीज़ में देखा होगा तो इफ़ दी विंडोज ब्रेक, then everyone in the cockpit, everyone in the cabin can fly out from that window. The pressure inside the cockpit as well as in the cabin are maintained according to the pressure which is experienced at the flight level 080 or 8,000 feet. So at the flight level 390 or 36,000 feet or 38,000 feet, the pressure of the air outside the aircraft is completely different as compared to the pressure maintained inside the aircraft. So अगर शीशा टूटता है कभी, तो आपने मूवीज में देखा होगा कि बंदा बाहर उड़ जाता है, जो भी बगल में बैठा हो विंडोज के वो बाहर उड़ जाता है, अंदर का प्रेशर एकदम चेंज हो जाता है, लोग इधर उधर उड़ने लग जाते हैं. वो इसलिए होता है क्योंकि अंदर का प्रेशर इज कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट एंड द प्रेशर आउटसाइड ऑफ द एयरक्राफ्ट इज कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट. सो इसलिए डू एयरप्लेन्स हैव हॉर्न? यस, एयरप्लेन्स हैव हॉर्न and they are used by the AME or aircraft maintenance engineers when the aircraft is on ground for maintenance. Pilots don't use horns in the air while they are flying. तो ये ऊपर हो जाएगा पॉं पॉं कर रहे हैं, तो pilots don't use that horns. Why plane color is white? So if you have studied, you have probably studied that white colors reflect sunlight and dark colors attract sunlight. So is with the aircraft colors. The white color will reflect sunlight. This will lead to cooler body. The dark colors will attract sunlight and this will lead to heat up in the body. So the engines which are at the running time can be around 600 to 800 degrees, and if they are painted with dark colors, then the heat will get absorbed and it will get more heated. The engine will get more heated and it easily can catch fire. So the dark color will attract the sunlight and will heat up the engine. पहले इंजन बहुत हीटेड है, सनलाइट भी उसको हीट अप कर रही है, तो कैन बी डेंजरस. बट एक्सेप्शंस आर ऑलवेज देयर. There are some airlines like Southwest Airline and Air New Zealand Airlines which are using dark colors in their aircrafts, in their fleets, where pets and animals are loaded. Pets are stored in a pressurized and temperature controlled area in the cargo compartment. So pet, अगर आप international travel कर रहे हो अपने dog या cat या किसी भी pet के साथ, तो most probably they were there. So yeah, दैट्स इट फॉर दिस वीडियो। आई होप यू गाइस एंजॉयड। आपको अच्छा लगा हो, आप मेरी वीडियोस को लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और इस चैनल को अपना प्यार दें। एंड आई विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। बाय बाय एंड टेक केयर।